Fox 13 News at 9 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Evans. It was a packed Salt Lake City Council meeting tonight where activists and regular citizens came to express concern about federal authorities enforcing immigration laws in Utah. Fox 13 News reporter Scott McCain was at the meeting and joins us live from Salt Lake City Hall. Scott.
And I haven't been to a city council meeting in quite some time, and I was surprised just how crowded it was tonight. Clearly, this has piqued the interest and inflamed the passions of a lot of folks here in Salt Lake City in particular. Dozens and dozens of them showing up tonight. You might be able to hear some of the overflow TV noise in the background. You've got the main chamber and the overflow chamber filled to capacity. There were dozens of other folks here in the hallway. And it's a situation where these folks showed up very much opposing ICE, and as you mentioned right off the bat, wanting Salt Lake City, the mayor, the city council, to cease and desist in any way, shape, or form, having dealings with ICE or doing anything in terms of trying to enforce any immigration laws. It's a situation where, again, these folks lined the hallways, they packed both chambers, and before things got started, we were able to speak with a couple of folks and ask them why they showed up here tonight.
I think that if things like what happened to Renee Good in Minneapolis can happen there, then it can happen anywhere in the country.
You have immigration force that's basically taking away liberties from people that really have no way to protect themselves, and they're even now attacking citizens just based on the color of their skin, what language we speak, and it seems like there is no plan to protect the citizenry.
It's my responsibility to speak up for the people who can't, and I think that's the main reason why I'm here. Is I just want to do what's good and fight for what I think is right.
Young people, older people, immigrants, people of color, same-sex couples. I mean, this is really reaching across the whole broad spectrum. And despite the heightened emotion, things were actually very well controlled. You know, the speakers stuck to their schedule. They were civil. There were no real outbursts. There was a protest going on outside during all of this, but I think the cold got the better of them after a little while. But really, everyone involved making it very clear, once again, they do not want Salt Lake City in any way, shape, or form to be involved with ICE or enforcing immigration laws, again, in any way, shape, or form. And the folks who spoke tonight, who are continuing to speak, making that extremely clear. For now, we're live at City Hall. Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Scott, thank you so much. Mayor Mendenhall did release an extensive statement tonight in response to the activists. It reads in part, "There is no doubt it's an uncertain time in our country. These stories we've read, the videos we've seen, and the experiences of members of our own community have shaken us. Tactics used by ICE under President Trump certainly don't make me feel safer as an American. Our authorities," she goes on to say, "as a municipality do not include enforcement of federal immigration laws. When our officers respond to a call for service or arrest an individual for suspicion of a crime, that individual's immigration status does not factor into how our officers handle a situation." She says, "We do not participate in federal immigration operations. That is neither our interest nor our authority." The mayor did not say in her statement whether the city would do anything to impede federal authorities in the future, but would continue to cooperate with them when warranted. You can read the full statement from her on our website, fox13now.com. Now, while Salt Lake County does not have an agreement with ICE, these counties in Utah do. This is from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement webpage. There are 10 counties, along with the Riverton Police Department and the Utah Department of Corrections, who have agreements to work with ICE. This agreement is to help enforce immigration laws. Beaver and Weber counties told us last year they are not actively looking for people who are here illegally, but if someone commits a crime, they have to find out if they are in the country illegally, and if so, will contact ICE to let them do their job. In the wake of the Minnesota woman being shot and killed by an ICE agent last week, tensions are boiling over in Minneapolis. Protesters say they want accountability. Federal officials say they're enforcing the law. Crowds near the scene where Renee Good was killed have clashed with officers who used tear gas and flashbangs today. The state of Minnesota and the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul are suing the Department of Homeland Security, accusing it of commandeering state resources. 6 federal prosecutors have resigned, citing political pressure to investigate Renee Good and those with her.
We cannot and we should not continue to fund agencies that operate with impunity.
DHS says it needs cooperation to take more than 1,300 undocumented immigrants accused of crimes in Minnesota into custody, deploying about 1,000 more agents to that state.
If they would work with us and let us arrest the criminal illegal alien in the safety and security of a county jail, we wouldn't have to go to the community to find them.
Illinois, New York, and other states are joining Minnesota in challenging federal immigration tactics in sanctuary areas. Fox 13 News has learned that a Utah Highway Patrol trooper who hit and killed a pedestrian last